So I will see you guys very soon. I know you'll be in very good hands with my team here at the White House, and I know all of you have the president's phone number personally. So I have no doubt that you will have a shortage of statements and news from this building.
Now, this may not be what was coming out of her mouth, but this is what her body was saying.
You would think, ABC, having just paid $15 million for a defamation lawsuit, would think not to engage in conspiracy theories about assassination attempts, but I guess that's too much to ask from The View. I mean, I gotta ask you, because they said it, are you aware of any plots from Elon Musk to push President Trump down the stairs?
Absolutely not. Let me be unequivocally clear about that.
What happens when Karoline Leavitt storms into the spotlight and turns daytime TV into complete chaos? Absolute panic at The View. Rumors are swirling about a lawsuit so massive it could shake the entire studio. And now fans are asking the big question. Is this finally the moment the daytime queens lose control? The internet is already exploding with reactions, and the drama is getting messier than a reality show reunion gone wrong. Some viewers think the backlash could seriously damage the show's reputation, while others are calling it one of the wildest celebrity clashes of the year. But things really escalated when Karoline's appointment became the target of sharp on-air criticism. Critics online quickly accused the hosts of crossing the line, sparking another wave of controversy around the show's tone and treatment of guests. Now social media is divided, the headlines keep growing, and everyone wants to know who's really winning this public feud. One thing is certain, daytime television hasn't looked this chaotic in a long time.
I think she's probably been put in there because according to Donald Trump, she's a 10. You know that's what it is.
Karoline Leavitt is back in the headlines after another explosive clash tied to daytime television drama. This time, the controversy surrounding The View has social media completely divided, with fans debating whether the show finally pushed things too far. According to online reactions, tensions escalated after heated commentary and public criticism sparked renewed legal and media speculation. The internet quickly turned the situation into a full-blown spectacle, with viewers flooding comment sections and demanding accountability from everyone involved. Critics of the show argue that constant controversy has become part of its formula, while supporters say the backlash is being exaggerated for clicks and attention. Either way, the drama has once again placed The View at the center of another massive online firestorm. Now audiences are watching closely to see whether this public feud fades away or grows into an even bigger media battle. One thing is certain, daytime television knows how to keep the internet talking.
And watching this clip, I couldn't help but think how ironic that Whoopi Goldberg and Joy Behar and the rest of the ladies on The View spend their time calling Republicans the conspiracy theorists. But they have been wrong about everything they have said over the last couple of years. They likened President Trump to Hitler. They have mocked him. They have shamed him. They have lied about him consistently on their show.
If you're enjoying this drama-packed breakdown, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more trending media stories and viral commentary. Now here's where things really escalate. Karoline has built a reputation for aggressively pushing back against media criticism, and every new controversy seems to pull even more attention toward the ongoing debate surrounding major television personalities and political commentary. With this latest clash, online reactions have exploded once again. Supporters see her as someone refusing to stay silent, while critics argue the entire situation has turned into another massive public spectacle fueled by headlines and social media outrage. Meanwhile, The View is once again facing intense scrutiny as viewers continue debating whether the show thrives on controversy or simply attracts it naturally. Either way, the pressure surrounding the program appears to be growing, and the internet is watching every second of the fallout. At this point, the conversation has become bigger than one argument or one television segment. It has turned into another viral media battle where every statement, reaction, and response immediately becomes headline material.
And the abuse continued.
I would like this young lady this is her first job, I would like her to do a little homework. Because she said something yesterday that really pissed me off. And that was, she said, there will be no wokeness here.
Oh, yeah.
Let me explain something to you. because without that wokeness, you might not have that job.
Yeah.
Because women were not invited to that table. Mm-hmm. Women were not invited to many tables in this nation. The reason we fought and busted our behinds to make sure that you didn't have to worry about this. And now to hear you talk about it and to hear anybody talk about the wokeness was put in place for a reason.
So, what supposedly sparked this latest wave of controversy surrounding Karoline and The View? According to growing online speculation, tensions reached a boiling point after yet another heated segment triggered massive reactions across social media. Viewers on both sides immediately jumped into the debate, with some accusing the show of pushing divisive commentary too far, while others defended the hosts and dismissed the backlash as internet exaggeration. But instead of quietly letting the outrage cycle fade away, the situation reportedly escalated into something much bigger. Now rumors of legal action and behind-the-scenes conflict are dominating headlines, turning what started as another television debate into a full-scale media spectacle. The internet has been flooded with dramatic reactions, viral clips, and non-stop arguments over who crossed the line first. At this point, the story has become less about one segment and more about the growing culture war surrounding television commentary, celebrity politics, and viral outrage. And if the attention keeps building at this pace, this media clash could remain in the spotlight for a long time.
I mean, you'll deal with these kind of crazy questions from the White House podium. How do you plan to deal with it?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I absolutely will. I feel prepared to do that. I've been facing the media now, speaking on behalf of President Trump on the campaign trail for the past couple of years. And we are expecting the media to be hostile. However, Kaylee, if you do talk to a lot of these reporters off the record, they will tell you they look forward to more press transparency and access. And while we will expose the fake news when they are fake, we will hold them accountable for their lies and smears of President Trump. I can also assure the American people that they are going to be hearing directly from the leader of the free world.
Now this is where the controversy reportedly takes an even more dramatic turn. Supporters of Karoline claim the situation goes far beyond simple television arguments or political disagreements. Online discussions have exploded with accusations that repeated on-air criticism crossed into personal attacks and unfair public targeting. According to ongoing speculation surrounding the story, Karoline's legal response is being framed by supporters as an effort to challenge what they view as damaging media narratives and aggressive commentary. Critics, however, argue that heated debate and sharp opinions are part of modern television culture, especially on highly political daytime programs. What has really captured the internet's attention is the claim that extensive clips, past interviews, and public statements are now being closely analyzed and revisited across social media. Fans on both sides are dissecting every segment, turning the entire situation into a non-stop viral media storm. Meanwhile, reports and online rumors about potential financial consequences, legal costs, and behind-the-scenes tension have only intensified public fascination with the story. Whether those claims are exaggerated or not, the controversy has clearly evolved into something much bigger than a single television moment. At this stage, the battle appears to be as much about public perception and media influence as it is about politics or entertainment. And with every new reaction clip and headline, the internet drama continues growing even larger.
Many of you in the media clearly missed the art of the deal. You clearly failed to see what President Trump is doing here. You tried to say that the rest of the world would be moved closer to China when in fact we've seen the opposite effect. The entire world is calling the United States of America, not China, because they need our markets, they need our consumers, and they need this president in the Oval Office to talk to them. And that's exactly why more than 75 countries have called, because the United States of America is the best place in the world to do business. And as the president has shown great courage, as the secretary has said, in choosing to retaliate against China even.
Behind the scenes, the controversy surrounding this media clash is reportedly creating non-stop speculation about what may be happening inside the network. Social media users are flooding comment sections with rumors about tension, uncertainty, and growing pressure tied to the ongoing public fallout. Online discussions claim morale around the show has become increasingly strained as the story continues dominating headlines. Supporters of Karoline are portraying her as someone calmly pushing back against what they see as unfair media treatment, while critics argue much of the internet drama is being amplified far beyond reality. At the same time, viral conversations about possible financial pressure, legal expenses, and advertiser concerns have only intensified public curiosity. While many of these reports remain unconfirmed, the constant speculation has fueled an even bigger debate about media accountability, television commentary, and the power of online narratives. Meanwhile, Karoline's supporters continue framing her response as strategic and highly calculated, pointing to her composed public image and aggressive legal positioning as reasons the controversy keeps gaining traction online. Every new headline, reaction video, and debate clip seems to pull even more attention into the story. Whether this situation ultimately leads to serious legal consequences or simply becomes another viral chapter in the ongoing culture war surrounding television and politics, one thing is undeniable. The internet has turned this media battle into must-watch drama.
First of all, the Democrat Party has gone woke and now they have gone broke. They have their lowest approval ratings ever, and they are rallying around two of the most far-left leaders in their party, AOC and Jasmine Crockett. So that tells you the current state of the Democrat Party.
As the controversy continues spreading online, speculation surrounding sponsors, ratings, and public perception has become a major part of the conversation. Social media users are now debating whether the non-stop headlines could create long-term pressure on both the show's reputation and its business partnerships. Supporters of Karoline argue that her response has completely shifted the media narrative, transforming her from a recurring television target into one of the most talked-about political figures in online commentary circles. Every new development, court-related rumor, and reaction clip seems to generate another massive wave of engagement across social platforms. At the same time, critics say much of the internet frenzy is being fueled by viral exaggeration and non-stop political theater. But regardless of where people stand, the story has undeniably become a magnet for attention, reactions, and endless debate. Meanwhile, rumors about advertisers becoming cautious and networks reassessing public messaging have only added fuel to the speculation. While many claims remain unverified, the perception of instability alone has intensified the drama surrounding the situation. What makes this media battle especially fascinating to viewers is how it blends politics, entertainment, legal strategy, and internet culture into one non-stop spectacle. Some commentators are even describing it as a new era of political media warfare, where courtroom filings generate as much attention as television appearances or viral interviews. And if the online momentum continues building, this controversy may remain headline material far longer than anyone originally expected.
You do know that you're walking into hostile territory, right?
Certainly do. And look, I think I'm well prepared for that. And I'm incredibly honored that President Trump has instilled confidence in me to speak on his behalf behind the White House podium. It's been an honor to have a front row seat to the greatest political comeback in history. And as you mentioned in your monologue, Sean, President Trump is putting together a brilliant cabinet of fantastic America First fighters, from Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy, who are going to cut the waste out of our federal bureaucracy, to Susie Wiles, who is going to serve as the first female chief of staff in history. Take that, Mark Cuban, to Tom Homan. No one better to secure the border than him.
At the center of this growing media storm is a much bigger battle over image, influence, and public perception. Supporters of Karoline see her as someone challenging a powerful television institution head-on, while critics view the entire situation as another example of politics and entertainment colliding in dramatic fashion. What makes the controversy especially powerful online is how divided audiences have become. To some viewers, Karoline represents a fearless political figure willing to confront major media platforms directly. To others, she has become one of the most polarizing personalities in modern political commentary. Either way, the attention surrounding her continues to grow with every headline and viral debate. Analysts and commentators online have also pointed out how modern political branding increasingly thrives on controversy, legal disputes, and non-stop media exposure. Every public clash becomes part of a larger narrative, fueling engagement, interviews, reactions, and endless social media discussion. Meanwhile, speculation continues over what potential legal outcomes or financial consequences could mean for the future of daytime television commentary. While many online claims remain unconfirmed, the broader debate around media accountability, political bias, and televised confrontation has clearly struck a nerve with audiences across the internet. At this point, the story has evolved far beyond a single segment or television exchange. It has become a larger symbol of the ongoing cultural divide playing out across politics, entertainment, and digital media. And as long as viewers keep clicking, reacting, and arguing, the spotlight on this controversy is unlikely to fade anytime soon.
I think it's insulting that you are trying to test my knowledge of economics and the decisions that this president has made. I'm now regret giving a question to the Associated Press. You're asking me for what the president's justification is for these tariffs. It's not up to you. You're not the president, Gabe.
To hire a spokesperson just so that Elon Musk doesn't put out tweets that then confuse federal workers.
Are my press briefings not good enough for you, Jack?
Karoline supporters are increasingly framing this controversy as something much larger than a legal dispute. Across social media and political commentary circles, many now view her as a symbol of a new style of media confrontation where lawsuits, public image, and viral attention all merge into one powerful strategy. Online reactions suggest that every court-related headline, public statement, and media clash is fueling even more engagement around her growing profile. Supporters praise her calm and calculated approach, arguing that she has learned how to turn political conflict into a highly effective form of modern branding. Critics, meanwhile, accuse both sides of feeding an endless cycle of outrage designed to dominate headlines and social feeds. What stands out most is how internet culture has transformed legal and political drama into full-scale entertainment. Clips, reactions, commentary videos, and viral debates now spread instantly, turning every new development into another major online event. Meanwhile, conservative media personalities and political commentators continue amplifying the story, portraying Karoline as a rising figure willing to challenge major television institutions and media narratives directly. Whether people admire or criticize her approach, there is no denying that the attention surrounding her continues to expand rapidly. At this stage, the controversy is no longer just about one television segment or one public disagreement. It has evolved into a broader conversation about political branding, media influence, online outrage, and the growing intersection between entertainment and modern political strategy.
If you heard that type of violent, enticing rhetoric from our side of the aisle, from Republican leaders on Capitol Hill, I think there would be a lot more outrage in this room today. It's unacceptable, the comments that have been made by these Democrat leaders, and frankly, they don't even know what they're talking about. Because President Trump was elected with a mandate from the American people to make this government more efficient. He campaigned across this country with Elon Musk, vowing that Elon was going to head up the Department of Government Efficiency, and the two of them, with a great team around them, were going to look at the receipts.
This is the moment where the narrative shifts in a very dramatic way. Traditionally, shows like The View have been known for turning political moments into viral commentary and heated debates that quickly spread across social media. But now, the situation being discussed online has sparked a completely different kind of reaction, one centered around controversy, media criticism, and growing legal conversations in entertainment and politics. According to online commentary and social media discussions, some believe this reflects a larger trend where public figures and media personalities increasingly face legal scrutiny and public backlash for on-air statements and opinions. Supporters of this perspective argue that media influence has become more powerful than ever, where commentary itself can turn into a business model driven by attention, reactions, and engagement. At the same time, critics say this environment is becoming more polarized, where entertainment, politics, and legal narratives often overlap, creating ongoing debates about responsibility, fairness, and media ethics. As discussions continue online, opinions remain divided. Some view this as accountability in modern media, while others see it as an escalation of conflict between public figures and television platforms. What is clear is that this story has become part of a much larger conversation about media influence, public perception, and the evolving nature of political commentary in the digital age.